Today we're going to just try to show you just some of the basic maintenance processes that we carry out on this bowling green and on others. We will show the process of overseeding and then a top dressing program and a matting in. That's what's going to happen today. Just want to talk through this is our seeder. It's called a bleak multi-seeder. It covers a large area of ground. You can see these, every rotation creates little seed beds, seed pots with these spikes, which gives the seed then a better chance of getting into the little holes for better germination. You can see this is the area that the seed goes into. And then it just falls through the back and brushed in. We would normally put one bag on per green of the fescue and bent mix, and that's adequate. This is a very accurate machine. We will do it both ways. We'll do it up and down, and then we'll do it diagonally across, just to make sure we get all the seed used and all areas covered on the green, so there's absolutely none missed. You can see we would like to talk a little bit about moss. We have several areas on this bowling green that has moss. Moss has come to on this green because it's a lot of shaded area. You can see the hedges are a little bit too high for here, and the sun gets up on this side, and on the right hand side of this green we don't get moss, but on that side where it's shaded we do get moss, more damper. It's just a facility for moss. Moss just loves damp, shaded areas. But this year we're going to work extensively on trying to eradicate it through scarifying, verdi cutting through the season, still adding additional sulphate of iron through the season to kill it off and try to remove it. And that's our program on moss control. You can see this is what they call a swoosh cane. And this guy here is just putting in any excess seed that is lying on the top, and just rodding it in. You can use this for taking off the dew off the grass in the early mornings, as well as just removing any debris off the greens as well. We're just carrying out the process of top dressing. I would use, we're actually at the moment thinking around about 2 ton to 3 ton on the surfaces, not too much at this time of the year because this bowling green, their first opening date is the 26th of March, so we don't want too much sand on the green to be abrasive to the bowl. Again, we use this high quality sand, which is HS Masters sand, which is very clean and it's very uniformed sand. We're just talking regarding some of the excess sand that we're going on here. We don't want to put on too much. We don't want to leave it on the surface too much. So we're just discussing how much sand that's required after it's top dressed in.
You know, and I'm suggesting just that we'll put on the half of it and then we'll disperse it, and then if it needs another top up we'll put it on and then disperse it in again as well.
This is a drag mat. This is pulled across the surface. It pulls the sand and seed into the little holes then. It's been pulled by one of the machines because it's quite heavy, this drag mat, but this would be something that would be used by all groundsmen to just pull in any excess sand and seed into any worn areas across the green. This will be used across the green maybe twice or 3 times. It can be a little bit abrasive because it's metal. You can get rubber drag mats, which would be less abrasive, and then a brush system as well. So there'll be several items that you can use to mat on your sand and seed onto the green. On bowling greens, each corner normally gets a little bit of extra wear and tear. I'm sure all bowling green groundsmen has the same problems. Some wear and tear in all the corners. The corners do get a lot of work with us trying to manoeuvre lawnmower or hand-cutting lawnmowers around them and any other things that create wear and tear. We're using this fleece today to try to speed up the germination. The fleece itself will allow water through, air through, but also create like a greenhouse effect, heighten the temperature in the soil, help the germination. So we'll just pin it all down. I'll do the 4 corners and then we'll leave that for maybe a fortnight, 3 weeks, and then lift it, and hopefully the seed underneath will be well germinated by then. If it needs to be lifted before that, we'll just keep an eye on it. But you can see I'm standing in a very dark shaded corner. This will help for germination in this corner to try to get some seed established, to try to get more uniformity of sward across the green.